Hello everyone, it's JT from the JT's channel, where we focus on looking at cars, getting them rebuilt and hopefully roadworthy, refurbishments and all sorts. Today we're doing the Nissan Juke. We've bought the parts now for the car, and that consists of new springs, new lower arms and a new top mount as well. Issue number one that we've come across is for us to put this top mount on, we need to remove the windscreen wipers and this casing so we can actually get to the top mount. I've taken the wheels off already, so the car's already on its stands. You might be able to get a better viewing of the actual cracked spring now. Yes, so if you can look here, it's broken there. So we bought a new spring, we've got the spring compressing kits as well for it. So we're going to be getting on with that once we've managed to get the windscreen wipers off and this casing too, so we can actually get to the top mount. And yeah, after that, once the car's all finished, we need to finish off on the lights, which we have 1500 grit, wet and sandpaper to do this. And then after that is of course just adjusting it from these adjusters down here. Right, so far we've got the windscreen wipers removed. As you can tell here, these are the bars that they originally go on, and they look like this. So if you can look inside, it will have teeth on there, which will also help you indicate when you put them back on. You can line it up and have it perfectly going on there. The best thing to do whilst you're taking off tools, you always want to have a pot just to have your parts that you are taking off, and you can keep them safe and sound. So now that the windscreen wipers are off, we've now taken off all of these clips here, 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 here and here.
And I've also WD-40 bolts.
Yeah, so we've also WD-40 the bolts ready for when we do take them off, as you can tell. But this will be ready to come out now. So once this comes off, we'll be able to get access to the top mount, get the top mount off, get the spring on, and then replace them both. So now we've got the casing off. You can actually see underneath, this is the motor for the windscreen wipers and where they go on, so they'll be on like that. You go and swish, swish, swish. It's a pretty easy removal, and it'll be pretty easy to put back together as well. Yeah, definitely see that play. Too much play, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so when it comes to changing the lower arms, which will be this bolt, and this bolt down here, the best thing you want to do is obviously use WD-40.
When they teach you it, they put your clip on the wheel as well.
Do they?
Yeah. Your car just came off.
Wow. So yeah, you just put the boat, you just spray WD-40 on the boats, just for that easy removal. The third bolt will be underneath, I believe, or around here somewhere. Yeah, once you spray that in, let that sit for a couple of minutes. After that, it will come to removing this bolt, and removing the bolt down there, and that should come out. And of course, obviously, we have the two replacements over there. So yeah, I'll update you once we get the lower arms out and the spring out and ready for the top mount to come out and put the new one in as well. So we need to take this bolt off, which will be the drop link, I believe.
Yeah, the drop link.
So the main thing we need to do is just make sure it comes out correctly without damaging anything. Always use WD-40 when it comes to removing bolts.
Or penetrant.
Or penetrating oil. WD-40 is just what I have near me. Here, the cord itself is called the ABS sensor, which will help you if it's wet and slidey out there and you're sliding. The way we've got to remove these is just by pulling the grommets off the thing as such. Tuck it away so it's out of the issues then, and we can get straight to the strut. You would need a size 18, I believe. Here's just a quick tip on how to remove the strut bolt, as it does like to spin together. So you stick an Allen key inside of it, and then just the size 18 on the actual nut itself. You should be able to have enough grip there to take it out. Right, so now we've Right, so now we've taken the drop link out. You can see clearly here, there's the drop link there. We now need to get these strut bars, that's off. So we're going to put a 21, a long 21 on the one side because of the length of the screw, and then a short 21 on a breaker bar on this side, and it'll be easily removed. So we've taken the first one out, and now we're just taking the second one out. A good idea to do is just to have a jack holding up the whole this side, just because once you do remove these strut bolts, it does tend to drop down, and you don't want to pull out your gears. So yeah, once this gets removed, it will then be looking at dropping it all down. Now you can see the strut is now disconnected, and it's basically just freestanding on its own. What you need to do now is just come up. You have 3 bolts. You've got 1 bolt there, 1 bolt there, 1 bolt there. Take these out, and it will drop down. We need to get this out, and we need to replace it all. Here we have a Nissan Juke complete strut with the coil spring. I can show you exactly what went wrong with the coil spring. As you can tell right here, that is a clear fracture, clear break. It should go all the way around. But yeah, luckily enough, we now have a brand new spring to go.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But isn't that supposed to go to the...
So here is the old spring. You can see where it's broken. The spring is supposed to come to about here. But you can clearly see it's broken there, and that's what failed on the MOT. So this one would need to be in a position like that, exactly that on there. But to do that, we need to remove this from the top, and luckily we have a replacement. I don't know where I've put it, but oh, there it is. We have the complete replacement here, so everything's going to look nice and fresh once this one goes back on top, exactly like that, with the new spring, and everything will be nice and fitted. We'll put that back on, and then it's time to move on to the lower arms. So the idea with the spring compressing right now is that you want to try and get the spring to drop down as much as possible, so we can get the spring out, and then we can focus on taking the top mount off and then replacing them both. So we've got the old spring off the strut. Absolutely, I can't say it was an easy job. We had mole grips and all sorts trying to get rid of it. So yeah, we've got it off. So the next thing we want to do is just make sure that these threads are absolutely clean as a whistle. So we're going to WD-40 them, clean them up with a rag, and we're also going to do this bolt as well for when it goes back on. And then after that, we've got the spring and we've got the new top mount as well to all come back together. I'm going to have to come up with some sort of repair for the dust cover. I'm not too worried about it because it's not an MOT failure, but we would like it to be back on there just for the aesthetic pleasers. So yeah, give me about another 5 minutes and I'll show you once the thing is on. What we have is a brand new spring, brand new top mount on the strap. We've had to tape up the dust cover for now. That's a temporary solution, but we have it all back together. So now we've got to do is just pull it back onto the car. So now we have the new spring and the new top mount on the strut. What we need to do is place it back in. We need to attach it to the strut right there, and we also need to attach the drop link back on there as well. And then once that's done, the suspension will be fully repaired. We need to attach it up through here, put the three nuts through there. Then after that, it's just working on the arms underneath. Car is now finished. Everything's working as normal. MOT on Monday. And Phil was just saying, because it's failed before, they're not going to check everything else. They're just going to check the areas that I've done already. So it will be a case of just lifting the car up and just double checking that it's all done, and then they can pass it. Apparently that's what he said. So I'll wait on Rob to do the lens tonight, the lights, and then the rest of it is basically that, all done.